Fixtures lists have an extremely weird way of working. To think, way back in pre-season, when the fixtures list was announced, that this, the final match of the round robin, would be deciding the New Zealand Conference winner. Such a big match, such a pinnacle time. The Blues, the Chiefs, all at risk here in this match at Eden Park. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the road to the World Cup series, where we are this time following the fortunes of Cornflake. This is the final round robin match. Now both of these teams have made the playoffs. They were in the postseason knockout matches, whatever you want to call it. The Chiefs and the Blues are both in it. Now the thing is, which of them will possibly have a week off next week? Now this is massive for a side to have a week off before they play in a semi-final. To have that break to refresh, it could be the difference between winning and losing the competition. So it all comes down to this. The Blues lead by a point, but the Chiefs have better points differential. So it could go either way. It's about as close as you can get, win at all costs, and you will take out the conference title. The Blues side for tonight, a couple of changes again. The performers from the last match that they snuck home against the Cheetahs with have come into this team. The likes of Akira Ioane has come in and open side to Panakaino and Luatua. Bryn Hall, he was decent. Did a bit better, I thought, than Cowan off the bench, so he stays at 9. Ehai West was massive coming in off the bench, so he takes a spot at 10. At fullback, though, there's a one change as well, with Vicinea, who has not hardly had a break all season long, having this one off, and George Moala has taken his place. Flake stays out on the left wing, where he's been pretty productive. Siley and Piatau have been sensational in the centres. There's not much else you can really tinker with this side. It is about as good as it could possibly get. Maybe a few little tinkers here and there, but at this stage of the season, this is where the players come to the fore if someone is going to stand up. Now the Chiefs' season has been flawless. They sit second now. They've led for the whole season until last week, where that catch-up match did catch up for the Blues. They now lead by a point, the Blues. The Chiefs are down, obviously, by just one. They have a 14-win, 1-loss record, and the bonus points that they have acquired over the time has made up that loss. Their most recent result was a good 31-16 win over the Crusaders, who had a decent season themselves. The side, though, is still as good as you would expect. Such talent throughout, a big forward pack, a strong forward pack, with the likes of McIntosh, Manu, Retallick. Then they got the back row, which is just explosive. Messam, Kane, Squire. But then the back line just steps it up a bit more. Kurabalo and Cruden, such talented 9-10 combination. Then the centres, Sonny Bill Williams and Charlie Ngatai, very good combination. Nano Williams and Gear on the wings, they are two very good finishers as well. And McKenzie at fullback, probably the weakest part of the squad, but still an adequate player for this level. Who will take out the New Zealand Conference title? The Blues, the Chiefs? Let's find out. Let's get down to kickoff. So it will be the Chiefs. They're playing in the white away strip tonight. The Blues in their home strip, as we are at Eden Park. And we're set to get underway. Aaron Cruden signals this final round-robin match underway to Frank Alai, who takes down the ball. And look at the Chiefs! They've stolen it already! And running away is Squire, stepping in field to Messam! What a big, strong run from Liam Messam. Well, that's what the Chiefs are going to deliver tonight. As Kurabalo sips it left and right. Gear back, back into Cruden. And Piatau has squished him like a bug. He goes deep to Flake. Flake looking for space. Good tackle. Ngatai on the mark there. Hall, he'll run it himself. Goes to West. West looks to force his way through the middle. Chiefs' defence is staunch for now. Here's Kaino, big dive pass from the number 8, finds Piatau. Piatau to Hall, and support wide. Here's Halai, tried to force his way through, ends up going into the hands of Tuera Kobalo, who bumps over the top of Siley into touch. And we have a stoppage in play. Very few and far between recently have been these stoppages. 5-man line out for the Blues. Melamu to Tuipulotu at the front. Hall goes away to Kiriuani. Such a strong runner. Oh, that's beautiful to West. West is going to try pin them in their own corner. This is superb. West has got the ball on a string. And into touch it goes. Oh, and Gear has taken it over the line. Such a rookie mistake from an experienced player. The Blues now have the line out. That is game-changing stuff. Melamu inside the 22. He's got 2 jumpers. This time looks ubiquitous. Goes to Hall. Hall looks to run and finds support. Finds Saili nicely. Horrible ball. West gets it recycled. Quickly. Pietau intercepted. And the Chiefs run away through Messam. McIntosh finding White Fitzgerald. The ball runs free. And Nano Williams finally gets taken down. Superb tackle. Great defense. The Blues. They turn it over again. Saili to West. West is through. He breaks the line again, and McKenzie chops him down around the ankles. Great tackle at the back. Still Woodcock. He's got the ball now. He'll run it out to Pietau. Pietau, horrible pass. Flake has to run in front. It's Tuipulotu. Puts on the fan, but Sunnyville takes him down just 5 meters short. McKenzie, he'll kick. And a big one too over the head of Moala, who turns and looks to run it back. Puts on the fend away. Oh, wow! Nano Williams got pushed away, but I think it's Liam Squire who has absolutely wrecked him with a massive high shot. It is Liam Squire, number 8 for the Chiefs. He is out of here for 10 minutes. Was a decent little run back too from Moala as his kick from West is that out? Oh, it is out. What a kick from Ihia West. Kurabalo did his best to keep this in, but didn't have just enough. Line out again on the 22 for the Blues. Another chance. This time Ioane at the back. West, first receiver. Saili slips it to Pietau. Pietau slips through. He's still got Halai. What a pass. What a ball. No try. Can you believe it? Halai's put a foot in touch. Well, I want to see a replay of that. How close do you get to scoring without putting the ball down? Fitzgerald takes the line out for the Chiefs, slips it quickly to Cruden, and a big thumper between Halai and Moala. Back they go, the 2 big explosive runners of the ball. Moala comes to the left, slips out. Saili up to Flake. Flake gets rid of Ngatai. Goodbye, Charlie Ngatai. Absolutely hammered. Beckwith joins the ruck, but the Chiefs, they're too quick, the Chiefs, and the Blues will lose the ball. Slipping it up now to Cruden. Good tackle. Hall is on fire. To the right, McIntosh. He's no way going through there. An advantage to the Blues. Forward pass coming in. I think McIntosh was the one that delivered that to Tim Nano Williams. Well, there's no forward pass there.
Crouch.
Well, the ref has decided that is how it's going down. The yellow card has not done anything but help the Chiefs here as they put on a huge shove. And they'll turn this ball over as well. What a scrum from the Chiefs. Looking wide now. Gear. Beckham field to Ngatai. Looking to the left side. Kane. Oh! Halai smashed him and turned it over. Here comes Frank Halai. Putting it high. Over the top of McKenzie. It's going to have snow on it. And it does finally come down. Kurbalo saving the day once again. Such a massive defensive player in this Chiefs team. 35 minutes gone and Cruden decides to kick this one crossfield. Flake has completely missed it. What a dreadful take. Moala, he does it instead and he goes straight into the defensive wall. Tackle coming in from Gear. Here's Tuipulotu, decides to pass. Ioane away to Saili now. Now he slices him in half. He's looking for the corner. Halai's too far behind and he takes the tackle. Not a bad option, but the Chiefs get numbers to the breakdown again and they'll have to turn this over. Pietau puts a hit on Messam. The Chiefs looking to get out of trouble. Here's Ngatai. Halftime goes. We're still locked in 0-0 and there's still a man in the bin. Back it comes. Looking for options. Kurabalo decides to kick. straight down the middle of the field, looking now as Moale's changing his mind as the ball's gone to no one. And Piatau had to somehow rescue that. Toi Pilotu fires it out the back door to Flake. Now he does the same. Milamu intercepted from Cruden. Oh, the Chiefs could really put a hammer into this for the Blues. But the option there from Tim Nano-Williams was dreadful. Such an anticlimactic end to that big chance. And that will be half-time. Wow, what a match. It's been very, very tough battle out there. But neither side have managed to score any points. Look at that territory. First thing I see on this list of stats here is territory. 86, can you believe it? 86 to 14. I have not seen anything like that before in a very, very, very long time of playing this game. 53-47 is possession, but goodness me, I cannot get over this territory. I've seen it before with the team like the Blues, but goodness me, not against us like that. 86 to 14, that is massive, especially with the man in the bin for probably half that half as well. Didn't get the ball out of play. The Chiefs have owned the field, wow, massively. The Blues have made 7 line breaks. The Chiefs just won. We're all locked up. The Blues' lack of finishing ability in this match is letting them down at the moment. Handling errors 8 to 3. Neither side completely guilt-free of that. And the high tackle, of course, is what got Squire the time in the bin. Will we see some points, if I can spit that out eventually, between these two sides? The Blues and the Chiefs are fighting for the winner, the title, if you will, of the New Zealand Conference. Someone will go home with it, or will we have a draw? Could that be the most extraordinary result we've ever seen? Let's find out. The 40 minutes of the second half is coming right up. Well, it is hard to score points when you're pinned down in your own 22, but the Blues will need to work on that in this half. Can the Chiefs keep up that momentum of players? Tim Nano-Williams has been met with a heavy chase as Kurbalo goes back nicely to Ngatai, and for Sonny Bill Williams, and he's taken down. The Blues are wrapping him up, but the Chiefs will hang on to the ball. Kurbalo runs into Hall, good tackle. Ioane has hammered Cruden, massive shot there. Sipping it is Marshall, he goes to a wide outside to Gear eventually as Squire was back in off the bench. And Ioane has turned this over. Great work there from the open sider. Piatau looks to the left. He's got options as well. He's got Flake. Flake looking to stab through one. Can't get past McKenzie. Did well to get away from Sonny Bill Williams. But McKenzie backed up nicely. Mialamu's there. He'll fire it out. West has to be a chance here. Soiley, no fullback in place. Slips around for Hall. Bryn Hall has to look for West. West to no one. Has gone to Halai. And Piatau. Woodcock now. As they look back left. There's a chance. Kaino's hammered. But Beckwith picks it up. Ioane over the top. Luatua. Back to Flake. And to Toi Pilotu. This is absolute mayhem. Hall. Back again to Flake. Flake subs it to Ioane. Piatau, they go left and right. It's Mialamu. The big hooker. Oh, he's thrown it forward. Finally a mistake. The Chiefs breathe a sigh of relief. Advantage is over. And Cruden is knocked on. Oh, what a time, what a place for Cruden to spill the beans. That was huge defence from the Chiefs. I cannot believe that the Blues could not score. A scrum feed right in centre field. We've seen the Chiefs destroy the Blues scrum in the first half, and they've done it again. Oh, this is magical from the Chiefs. Now they go to Sonny Bill Williams, who kicks. He gets taken out. Waiting back is Moala. Moala slips it in. Field is picked up from the Chiefs. Aaron Cruden chasing very hard and gets the turnover. The men in white are playing possessed at the moment. Kurbalo and field, oh, good tackle. Here's a run, here's the ball. What a play from Tim Nano-Williams. He has just hammered Flake massively. Runs straight over the top of him. So there's a line out here. 60 minutes gone. Who is going to decide this match? It cannot be a 0-0 draw. Tui Piloto at the front. Hall. Akira Ioane away to West. The Blues have had so many chances. Here's Kaino. Switches direction. Oh, flank in midfield. Here we go, a chance. He fires it wide. Ioane to West again. Beckuous. Involves a Siley. Numbers out here for the Chiefs. That was too easy to defuse. Cruden goes to ground.
Release.
West tries to wrap him up, but it's back in. McIntosh gets hammered from his Southland teammate, Beckuous. Kerballo up for Marshall. Reese Marshall goes nowhere, but backwards. The Blues want this ball. They have to score. This is just one of those games. Neither team having the nous to score a try, but we have a high tackle here. Bryn Hall, the guilty party on this occasion. Well, this might see both of these two sides playing next week as well, because only the top two conference winners get the week off. Could even see these two sides meet again. The chances of that are pretty high as well, the way the teams have been playing. Here's Reese Marshall. He'll throw into this line out for the Chiefs. To the front he goes. Fitzgerald puts it down. Oh, knocked on there. That's Toriro Kerballo again with the mistake. The advantage is over. Beckuous comes back to play scrum half. They're going to run this to Blues. They got Kaino in midfield. Kaino running on the angle. That is an absolute destructive run if ever I've seen one. West, back to Tui Piloto. Finds Flake, hit a dreadful ball. And it goes to Tim Nano-Williams. Oh, the Chiefs just having the day on everything, aren't they? Slipping through here is Cruden. Oh, Flake has gone high. He's in the bin. He's gone. Whoa, this is massive. This is huge. The big attacking weapon and the biggest match of them all has made the huge mistake of a high tackle, and Aaron Cruden could win this match right here, right now. 7 on the clock. A kick to put the points on the board. The first points in the 74th minute. Here's Cruden. The wind is against him. It's failing. It's fading. It's missed. It is wide. And Mealami will run it back. Here's West. West running into the defence. Good tackle and take him down. The Blues now with the ball on their 22. Can they afford to kick? They have to run. Someone's got to score here. It's Piatau going into the defence again. Wow, the Blues need another hero here. Man down and struggling. Over the top it goes. Ioane, there's no one there. West doesn't touch. The ball is dead. We still have time remaining, do we?
Crouch.
Yeah, we do have a minute.
Touch.
We have a minute to go. The Chiefs are right on the line. Who will win this match? It's all Chiefs at the moment. The Blues need a scrum. We've seen nothing. The Chiefs demolish them once again. Kerballo. Buzzer goes. Cruden gets smashed. What a tackle, Saley. Here's Williams. Fitzgerald. Doing the hard yards are the Chiefs at the moment. Spreading with Mason. Going to Fitzgerald. Slips it the other way. Tim Nano-Williams gets hammered from Woodcock. And Woodcock may turn this over. No. But the Blues support comes quickly. And this will come back on the Blues side. So here we go. Oh, very deep with the Chiefs. What were they thinking? Faumuina runs back. Beckuous, good pass. Tui Piloto. Oh, and a Piatau. We've got another opportunity here. Piatau, high. And field it goes. The Chiefs have intercepted. And it's going to be Fitzgerald. And he stays in the field of play. What else could possibly happen here? Cruden looked wide. He was very, very deep. Now they open things up here. The Chiefs are on Tim Nano-Williams. He's going. Moana puts him into touch. Can you believe it? Can you believe what we've seen? A 0-0 draw between two of the best teams in Super Rugby. This is absolutely unbelievable. 0-0. I've seen nothing like this ever. 0-0, I cannot believe it. Where was the drop goal from the Blues? They risked it all for the try. They have the talent. They didn't want to go to West for the drop goal. They didn't have a chance in that last 10 minutes. High tackles gave away their chances. Oh my goodness me. The Blues and the Chiefs have played out a 0-0 draw. I'm speechless. I am speechless at what we have just witnessed. No try scorers, no conversions. Cruden had a shot at goal. The Blues had numerous chances to score points, whether it be penalties, drop goals, tries. They should have scored 100. It should have been a thrashing. The Chiefs, though, their defence was phenomenal. I don't think I've ever seen a team defend their line for that long. It was just freakish. Let's go to the stats, because there's nothing to see on that point scorer screen at all. Look at the territory. The Blues have turned around a 14% territory into 61. Yet they couldn't score a try. They couldn't score a try. Possession 54-46. This is just blowing me away. I cannot believe what I have witnessed here, and what you guys can all witness here as well. One of the most bizarre games of rugby you are ever likely to see. Have you ever seen 0-0? I don't know if I've ever played a match where it's ended in 0-0. A yellow card each, a couple of high tackles at the back end of the game really let the Blues down. But I'm looking at one line in particular here. It's right in the middle, right pride in place tackles. This is where the Chiefs, I can't say won the game, but this is not where they lost it. This is where they kept their try line clean. Tackles, defense was just out of this world. 73 tackles, more than I've ever seen before. What a match to close out the regular season. I'm stunned. I'm going to take 5 minutes while this loads and collect myself to wrap up the season and see where we're going to end up. I presume here the Blues will take out the New Zealand title because they were already leading by a point. So in some ways a good result here for the Blues. That's very strange. But let's have a look at where we end up and who we have, whether we have to play a recharge match or whether we're in the semis. Let's check it out now. So the first draw of the New Zealand Conference. What a season it has been. The Blues have stolen it with a 0-0 draw. I'm perplexed completely at what just happened there. Still, the Blues 70 points from their 16 games, 15 wins and a draw, a PD of 208. That is good. Bonus points 8 as well. 70 points, what can you say? The Chiefs, they had a loss, but also had 3 more bonus points. If they could have picked up 1 more bonus point, well, they would have topped the table due to points differential. So the Chiefs missed a beat there, missed a shot, missed a chance. They could have won that match. Boy, oh boy, Cruden missing that penalty goal with just 5 minutes to go. That is brutal rugby at its best. A 0-0 draw though. Such an entertaining game, but goodness me, no tries is just mind-boggling. Crusaders, Hurricanes, Highlanders finished off the New Zealand Conference. The Blues get the win. They top New Zealand for this season. In South Africa, the Sharks, the Bulls, Stormers, Cheetahs, Lions is how they finished. Sharks will go through the Bulls. Let's have a look. Let's work this out now, actually, while we're looking at the table. We've got the Blues and the Chiefs. They're going through 70 and 69. Sharks will go through. The Bulls will not, because the Brumbies and the Waratahs will make it up there. That means we'll have... hang on. We're going to have to look at third place sides here, because the Bulls are on 40, which is very low. Look at that. The Crusaders finished on 49. A third place side is going to get into the top 6. Well, this season has got it all, folks. I've never seen anything like this before, ever. Third place Crusaders. Well, they were fighting for something because their season was not that bad. But they finished third because the Chiefs and the Blues were that good. So that equivalates to Blues, Chiefs, Crusaders in the top 6. 3 New Zealand sides. The Sharks go through. They're on 58, which, yes, that's more than Crusaders got. I'd hope so. The Bulls, Stormers, Cheetahs, Lions do not go anywhere. Waratahs, Brumbies will also go through. So one of the top 6. Normally it's 2 sides from each conference. Not this year, not this season. The Blues have stolen the South African spot. It should have gone to the Bulls. Instead, it's gone to the Crusaders. So that's interesting. In Australia, anyway, just while we're here, Waratahs top at 63. Brumbies 50, they make it. Reds, Force, Rebels miss out on postseason action. So let's have a look at the fixtures here and see what we've got. Right, preliminary finals. This is it. The Blues have missed out on playing those, which is good. A week off for the Blues. They are up against the Sharks, which are the only non-New Zealand side in the Final Four. Well, I've never seen anything like that before either. This is just absolutely extraordinary. So what's happened here? The Waratahs went down to the Crusaders by 2 points, 16-14, and the Sharks have beaten the Brumbies. So that means the Chiefs were actually in the top 2, which shouldn't have worked out that way because it's conference winners 1, 2, 3, and then the rest, excuse me, make up the other 3. So a bit of a lapse there in the rules and standings, but we'll let it slide for now. Blues, Sharks, Chiefs, Crusaders. It's all New Zealand. There will be a New Zealand team in the final. There could possibly be 2. So that is what we have to look forward to. Eden Park, the Blues versus the Sharks. That's going to be a big one. If they perform like that against the Chiefs, well, I don't think anything's going to happen good. That was a dreadful result, really, in terms of scoring. But, well, such an absorbing match. Excitement. Plenty of line breaks, plenty of chances. Nothing taken. And, well, we top the table still with the Blues, and that is my time for today. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Hope you've enjoyed this 0-0 draw, which is something out of the top shelf in terms of crazy results, crazy tables, crazy matches, crazy standings, and crazy finishes. Until next time, thank you for tuning in and watching, and I'll see you at the semi-final. Blues, Sharks, Eden Park. Until then, take care.